Hey guys, one and all. Feel a little weird doing this. Okay. I'm only doing this because my intentions are not bad. We'll go with that. I'm currently sitting in that haunted forest I was telling you all about in my last videos. And I didn't want to do a video at all out here out of respect for the spirits that I've been trying to help. Because it's a hot spot. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll tell you where it is. It's the old Alton Bridge in Texas. Quote unquote the Goatman Bridge. I didn't want to do videos here because that's all people do. They come out here, they do videos, they bug the spirits, so on and so forth. However, this time, because of course, I wanted to do ghost investigating and stuff like that, but that just added to the problem. So I've decided I wasn't going to do a video in the forest. However, I got permission. Let's put it that way. I didn't want to come to this forest. I was actually going to go to another park. Honestly, I want a forest where I can sit in a forest and not have people. So, this is actually one of the best parks, even though it is completely, extremely popular. It's actually a landmark of Texas now for anyone who's in the supernatural community. Despite that, there's not people here all the time. Sure, people come in, visit, so on and so forth. The other park I went to, and there is a story, just hold on. The other park I actually went to was a nature preserve, which people are in and out all the time. It's kind of hard to have a spiritual experience with people constantly bugging you. But that's actually where I went to go this morning. And this is why I believe I have permission to be here. It's because I drove to that park. I went and got donuts, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm feeling good. Let's go do some work. Let's go do some shadow work in the forest. Because I really like nature. I love nature. You can just feel the openness and the expansion. So come out here where there's space and give myself space so that I can dig up the shadows. That's basically what I'm here to do today. Well, it's been important to me because this is actually a park I've been going to since I was a kid. Like I've said in one of my past videos, I have literally childhood ties to this park, this bridge. In fact, I actually visited my old house. I kid you not, 5 minutes up the street is my old house. That's why we used to come to this bridge all the time. And I know this was needed because I had I believe they call it the niggling, or the inclination, the feeling, go visit your old house. And at first, I actually started getting there all off intuition. Now, I haven't been there since I was a kid, or maybe 5 years ago, the last time I decided to do one of these trips. So I drove out, and I basically found my old house based off intuition. And I could feel it. I felt the fear, the anxiety, I felt it well up as I got on the street. And then I passed by my house, and I can't explain it, I just started crying. I broke down and I bawled. I was like, well, clearly I needed that. I don't know what that was, but I had to have it. I had to feel it. And then the second thing, I believe I was supposed to be here, is because the forest let me be here. I had zero resistance. There's a path that I normally take getting in here, and despite all the storms and all the crazy construction and everything, my path was completely cleared. I walked through here with absolute ease. In fact, I made it a point to get lost and come back and find the spot where I left the doll last time that I told you about giving it to the spirit. I came back to find the spot and see if the doll was still here. Well, it is, and I'll show you guys, which I'm actually I respect and thank you, because I left a pack of cards for the goat man. Alright, you're gonna have to stop showing me my face. That means there's probably a spirit behind me. Alright, I'm sure you're here with me. If you want to show yourself, fine. I'm doing my best not to be scared of you guys, so if there is a presence here with me, I'm allowing it. It's fine. I'm not scared. So, just duly note, I'm in your forest, I understand. I appreciate you letting me come in. Now that that's settled. So this place has been... it's magic. I can't explain it. I really like it out here. In fact, honestly, as of this point, I feel better here than... and it's not just because it's nature. I mean, you guys don't get... feeling ghosts is really weird. Kind of terrifying. To have an actual knowledge and foresight to feel something that's not there, that's watching you or observing you or is just with you. It is a little daunting, a little weird. So that's why I drive the emphasis home. I'd actually much prefer be here than the other park. The only reason I just don't like coming out here is because it's an hour drive. But let's get into the actual video. Despite all that story aside, I'm a mythical beast. And guess what? So are you. The very things that I'm talking about prove that point. And this is not meant to be an ego trip. What it is, it's supposed to be a realization. So the very fact that you're here watching this video means that there's something for you. I've kind of been doing the same thing as everyone else with the intentions. If you're watching this video, it's meant for you. It's not just entertainment. There's a message for those who need it. And the message is shadow work. You're a mythical beast. In fact, that's why I'm actually wearing the ears again. You've noticed I have the ears and all that. And yes, thank you for noticing, they are new. I stopped wearing them on my channel because it used to be the theme because I was trying too hard. I wanted to get noticed. However, it's actually relevant to the video today, so I figured I'd come and wear them. Plus, like I said, I got new ones, so pretty excited. But I mean mythical beast in both senses, yes, the fantasy sense and the real sense. Because the very fact that you choose to watch this video, that alone shows your power. So the fact my video shows up in your feed shows that I am a mythical creature. Because I am so powerful that I am showing up in your reality. But you're powerful because you're making that connection. If you're watching this, that means you also drew the message to you. You know what communication is? It's a two-way street. You can't just, one way. So if you connected to me, that also means you're a mythical beast. Is this kind of making sense here? Because what I'm doing today is I'm coming out of my way although I'm all totally cool with the specters. Last time I was here, there was a deer. So if you're gonna have some like bobcats or deers come up behind me, let them be nice, please. In fact, I think I might get myself lost in the forest on purpose. You gotta be careful with that, but anyways, sorry, sidetracked. Last time I was here, I saw a deer, so. It was actually a deer spirit. I'm not going to get into it. But the very fact that you're able to choose is what makes you this mythical beast. Sets you apart if you want to go that route. Sets you apart. Because shadow work has been extremely prevalent in my channel the past couple of days. Because I've still got some stuff digging up. And again, if you're here, you might too. So I went as far as actually brought my shadow deck and my tarot deck into the forest to get this. I'm doing some serious work today. The reason be, alright, let's put it in the terms of D&D. It's one of the lessons or one of the themes on my channel. So let's go along with the lines of going back to, you've got this character and you're leveling him up and Every time you die, it's a reincarnation, and you're coming back with the knowledge of the past life, blah, blah, blah. So, if that's the case, the part that I'm at right now is an upgrade. I'm in the process of being upgraded. I don't know how, I can't really explain it. But that's why this shadow work is so important, is because it's holding up the mirror of your character card. Let's put it that way. So in D&D, everyone gets a character sheet, or an inventory sheet, or a skill sheet is what it's called. And you actually use it to keep track of your numbers, and your skills, and your level, and your XP. Basically, it's you. That piece of paper is you. So, what you do... Oh, it's a good idea to bring that. That was a really good idea. So you're leveling up this character, and you're writing down all the numbers. But you're in this weird spot of, okay, well, I just leveled up. However, I am unable to procure new items. So even though I just leveled up, I still have my equipment from my last level. So now the equipment I'm using also has to be upgraded. It's like, alright. And then you go through and you do the work so you can upgrade your equipment. You go grind, slaughter some monsters, come back with some money, do some odd tasks, upgrade your equipment. You're like, great. Now I have this new equipment. And now I'm this new level, and now I've got this new equipment, and I go out and I fight these new level monsters and I get my ass kicked. You're like, hold on. How is that a thing? Well, just because you got new equipment doesn't mean you know how to effing use it. So, now you have to go do more work. And be like, alright, I just leveled up and I've got this new sword, and swinging it the same way just doesn't work anymore. So now, I have to swing it, or I have to learn how to swing it a different way. So, in the event that you actually see yourself leveling up, you're like, oh, look at that. I've actually become aware that I level up and my XP is getting pretty close. I can tell I'm about to encroach into level. Go away, Mr. B. I'm cool with insects, but I don't like to be stung. It hurts. So it's like, alright, I'm about to level up. However... I said go away! Thank you. However... And this is where it's kind of funny. My D&D character is flipping the fuck out. It's like, I can tell I'm about to level up. But I'm flipping out. It's like, but... it's because I didn't do the work to learn to level up with it, basically. So as your equipment levels up, then your character... It's this whole level up cycle. It's the cycle of just growth. It's learning to be better and growing. So now that my equipment got better, now it's back to me, and I have to level up again. But I'm struggling, or feel like I'm struggling. So today, my intentions are to dig up some really tough shadow work. I can feel it. I feel the precipice being like, alright, Adam, it's time to level up again. Please, meet us there. And the way you do that is shadow work. It's been brought to my attention, I've definitely got some mom issues still. I thought I healed. I've got some old programming that still needs to come to the surface. And that's the point of these tarot cards and shadow cards. Is maybe I can't see. Even with as much work as I've been putting in on myself, maybe I still can't see all of myself, if that makes sense. It's almost like sometimes you deliberately hide it from yourself. The first card, Two of Stones, which I'm actually using my Dark Crystals deck. So when I say Two of Stones, I think that's actually Two of Swords. Or is it Two of Pentacles? Wow, I'm already going to need a shower when I get home. Swords, it is the Swords. Okay, so Two of Swords. Which typically, again, the swords are air. as we've been talking about combat and mentality, so this represents the mind. The swords tend to represent the mind. So ego, your thoughts, your spirituality, your patterns. I've totally forgot my cheat sheet book at home, so we're doing this complete raw dogging style. Two of Stones. Deep underground tunnels lies beneath of Thra. Powerful events that propel you in whatever direction you like. However, you must decide where you're headed. The Two of Stones is a card of choice. Whether neither option feeling extremely clear, let your intuition guide and avoid this decision will only lead to further conflict. Well, shit. Okay. So as I was kind of saying, I feel the level up coming. I feel it. There is a tough choice to make. In fact, I'm going to ground myself. I did not meditate. I assumed being in the forest would be enough. But I'm going to give myself a little extra grounding. Just to really drive it home. I forgot to say my prayer too. Lord, universe, spirit team, I hear you. Alright, you're trying to tell me something. And I'm working on being open and receiving. So I'm using these cards. Please speak with me and show me what you're trying to tell me. I accept that I'm blocking you and I don't mean to. Alright? So I'm here using these cards. Clearly it's about a choice. Which, for me, I've been making a choice of whether or not to go back to a 9-to-5 job. I'm gonna be open and honest with you. I quit my job. I was led by God or the universe, whatever you want to call it. I was led to quit. I was unhappy, and no matter what job I went to, I was extremely unhappy. So I decided to quit my job and tried to do this YouTube thing. Try to do something and make it work. Because I understood, I had no place in the 9-to-5 anymore. So I'm scared. I'm terrified that I'm not going to be able to make it work. Well, the Lord's saying it's possible. It's possible. I have to do the inner work. And that's why I'm here. So please, I'm listening. Tell me what this inner work is. The Knight of Stones. I swear to God, I shuffled my decks. Yesterday, I was getting nothing but stones. Today, I'm getting nothing but stones. What does the Knight of Stones have to say? Your leadership continues to impress. Like Ordon, you are ambitious, self-motivated, and driven. The Knight of Stones encourages you to dedicate, but remain open-minded. Don't allow narrow focus to overshadow the value of planning your strategy and slowing down. So again, it's obviously all just kind of leading towards this decision I'm supposed to be making. Please, can I get some more oomph on that? When you say decision, I feel like it's more than just what I'm saying. It's a decision to fully tap into who I am and be this person. And I really want to be. So please, show me how to do that. What do I need to let go? Queen of Stones. Alright, I swear to God, I'm gonna shuffle. Why am I getting nothing but stones? Is the next card a stone? It is a stone. Queen of Stones. When Marin learns the truth of the Skeksis, she fights back and attempts to keep the Gelflings safe. Similarly, the Queen of Stones is asking you to use your head instead of your heart, to have clear vision, and to be quick to protect your boundaries. Alright, what are you trying to tell me here? So planning is important, setting your boundaries is important. So using your head is very important. I'm going to shuffle because literally yesterday all I got was stones or swords Today, all I'm getting is swords. I mean, you could sit there and say, hey, that's part of the message. But at the same time, I also have to wonder how bad my shuffling was. Because the deck typically comes flush. So there's, the suits are set up. Alright, let's try this again. Thank you. Hint's not a stone. It's a shard. Which... I think those are wands. Yes. 5 of shards. Although a current conflict may feel more stressful than the Stonewood Rebellion, the 5 of shards urges you to have some perspective. Conflicting opinions can be an opportunity for you to learn. Me and my reading skills. So keep an open mind and try to understand that what you're experiencing isn't tension, it's transition. Okay, I mean, I'm definitely getting a message here. You guys are answering my questions. So then, alright, Shadow Deck. Show me what I need to let go. What is under the surface that is preventing me from moving forward? I've made the choice. I want to live this life. I have embodied this life. I cannot go back to a 9 to 5. I can't do it anymore. Please, tell me what to do. Tell me what is holding me back. What about my mom? What about my dad? Alright, you know what? No, screw the cards. Let's do this. Alright. What do you still feel about your mom? Why is it still... You've let go of your dad. It is what it is. You've done what you had to. With your mom, well, you definitely still hope there's some inkling of a connection. Through this process, I've been having to pretty much cut the cord from all my family. Purely because they're not moving forward like I am. It's not that I'm better than my family, they don't resonate with me anymore. For instance, my dad still wants validation. He's still trying to get me to parent him. Like, anytime I try to talk to him, it's always from his perspective. Poor me, poor me, poor me. This bad thing, this bad thing, this bad thing. Oh, give me validation. Because then whenever I try to talk about stuff, he shuts me down. It's like, oh, that sucks. Or I try to show him something positive, he shuts it down instantly. It's like, alright. Well, even though he's my dad, if that's all it is, that's not a connection. I'm sorry, Dad. We're done talking. So what is it about my mom? You say I still have some other issues. What are you doing in my box? Whatever. Well, she was supposed to be my loving force. Growing up, I did not feel like either parent cared for me. I know maybe that's a lie I told myself, I don't know. But it was even more so painful with my mom. She married my dad and she hated my dad. I hated my dad. Everyone hated my dad. So being the only son, she hated me. Because I reminded her of my dad. She was supposed to be, if you want to say, and give people roles, she was supposed to be the love and nurture that taught you how to love yourself and how to love others. You did not receive that. All you got was the feeling of being a burden. Even now, she's back in your life. But that doesn't mean anything. She's still not your mom. As harsh as it is. They don't want good for you, honestly, bro. I thought there was some form of connection because she opened up and was trying to help me out, but I don't really feel like It's a good place. So what else do I need to see? What else? What haven't I let go? Alright. Let's see what the cards say. Grief. Oh no, that's opening. Because I'm willing to actually be open and do the work. I'm opening my heart and I'm seeing the truth. As you can see from the card, there's multiple layers of the person. Whoops. Depicted in multiple different colors and shades. And as you go deeper and deeper and deeper, you see the inner door to your heart is open. Your inner soul. I'm at that point, it's full vulnerability, baby. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not hiding myself from anyone. Not even myself. Come on out, Adam. I'm not angry. I'm not coming at you from a place of judgment. I want to help, and I want to heal. Those are big tree branches. That was something moving. And that was not just the tree itself. The next card, chance. Take a chance. Take a chance. Wow, okay. Take a chance. Change. Oh, fuck, I can't read. Change. I wonder why chance came through. Maybe I'm supposed to take a chance. I've been doing nothing but taking chances. Just change. There's definitely been some profound change within me. Within the world. I've noticed. It's been a little different. But this isn't the message I was asking for. Sure, these are great things. Self-embrace. There we go. There we go. That was what I was looking for. What did I need? Self-embrace. I got nothing but resistance. Now, sitting here and acknowledging it doesn't seem to solve the issue. Because I can sit here all day long and be like, well, I know for a fact I was not accepted by my family at all. Wearing ears, even drawing. I mean, my parents are more than happy to buy me art stuff. But whenever I talked about actually doing it as a career, they're like, no. That ain't ever gonna happen. Sorry. It's just not gonna happen, sure. Every time I got shut down. But they continued to feed the dream. They continued to buy me stuff to feed the dream, but then they kept telling me the dream was never gonna happen. Like, they went as far as bought me, like, $200 software kind of stuff. But then they would constantly kick me down and be like, well, no, that's really cool, but it's just a hobby. It's just a hobby. I was like, well, then stop giving me false hope. That's what I thought it was. Really, it was the universe telling you, no, keep going. It's just keep doing it. So I never got the love and validation to do the projects. So I guess I'll give it to myself now. Adam, you're really talented, alright? You do good stuff and people love your work. People love you. It's not coming from a conceited point. This is just giving you the love you didn't get. Your work, it's good, alright? Don't feel down just because the people around you hate or pretend to hate it. I know my dad still kicks down my art. Anytime I try to send them anything, he tries to point out any flaw he can. Doesn't say anything nice at all. So clearly the wound's there. The validation and the nurturing from the mother of being, that's really cool, that's really good. Keep it up, you can do it. I never got that. I acknowledge that. But then why is the wound still there? It's like, logically, I understand. I need the love that I never got. And because nobody else is going to give it to me, guess what? You got to do it yourself. You got to hold your little inner child and be like, it's okay, dude. Pursue your dreams. They're not stupid. They're not dumb. You're not crazy. You have those dreams for a reason. In fact, they're not even dreams. It's just what we call them. People call them dreams to give it separation. Pull another tarot card. 4 shards. I am going to shuffle this deck like crazy when I get home. I'm going to go just crazy shuffle. Where did it go? Oh no. Was that actually the card? I put it in the deck, and I instantly forgot what it was. Oh wow, okay. But it's still... Universe, you'd be funny. Sometimes a missing shard shifts back into place, and suddenly floods your world with a sense of completion. The shards is an essence of the moment calling you to revel in the love and security of your community. You may have just completed a difficult task, and you needed a break before going ahead. Let yourself have it. Just like everyone else, guys, I really want this to work, you know? I'm being told, you know what, I believe it too. I don't care how fucking conceited it sounds. I add value to this world. And I'm being told to step up and do it. And I'm trying. This is me trying. Doing the shadow work, and doing the work, and being tender with... Oh, I had that card last night. That's why I'm tripping up. Giving yourself the tenderness and the self-embrace. Where's the other guy? It's basically... You want to stem it all down. Every single problem that we have in our life currently reflects from our childhood. Alright? I can sit there and say that, and it sounds so easy and like it's solved everything. But then you have to go through and dig through your memories, dig through your life, and be like, wow, okay, well maybe at this time I felt abandoned by my family. I really wanted them to have my back, and they didn't. Sure, they bought me presents and they acted like they cared. But when I really wanted their support and their help, they wouldn't follow through. They backed out and said no. Maybe they didn't believe I was going to make it. Maybe they saw I was going to make it and just decided not to help. Whatever the case may be. That is definitely some of my wounding. I did not get the support I should have as a kid. So now I'm having to go back and do it myself. Or ask for it. I have to be open. Now this is the part that sucks. That's part of the wound, is I have to be open again. It's like, okay, well, whenever I tried, I got shot down. Anytime you put yourself out there, you get shot down. And it's like, okay, well, I don't want to put myself out there anymore. The universe is like, yeah, no, that doesn't work that way. In fact, normally, when I shuffle, because I used to be a TCG player, you know, Pokemon, Magic, all that stuff. I used to play actual cards. I shuffle with the etiquette of a queen trying to eat their dinner. You know, I don't get reverse cards. Cards don't fall out. However, the first time ever, I just had a card fall out. So now, this one shows a lovers, and obviously it's a guy and a girl. I could very well have love energy in my life. But maybe it's not from someone else. It could just very well be from yourself. Because it's like, where else are you going to get that love from? That validation I didn't get growing up? It's got to come from me, man. So I'm sitting here, Adam. Your stuff is good, alright? Stop beating yourself up. Your artwork is awesome, and people want to support you and love you. Let them. Let them love you, damn it! Wisdom. Boy, that sounds like some pretty good wisdom there. Let people love you, damn it. I'm gonna put that on a shirt. What else you got? Phoenix Rising. From all of this ashes of burning yourself away. That's why it hurts. I know we sit there and say, oh, it's shadow work, and whenever, because I'm always a visual person, whenever you say something, the images come up to me. So you say shadow work, I imagine, literally sitting in darkness. I mean, you kind of are. But at the same time, it actually hurts. It burns. The shadow work actually burns because you're burning away old programming and past selves. I almost don't want to leave the forest. Like, I was ready to sit here all effing day until I hashed this out and figured it out. But that comes from a place of neediness and desperation. Because then you get to a point where you're like, I'm broken and I need to be fixed, and no. That's not what I'm here for. My spirit team, my guides, my angels are telling me, look, it's time to do some shadow work to move forward. So I'm like, okay, show me what you have to say. And on the bottom of the deck, it's 10 of gems, which is the 10 of cups, I believe. Stones. Gems. I'm just kidding, that's the 9. No one uses Roman numerals anymore, okay? I'm still surprised I can read them. Gems is a card of luxury, indulgence, and enjoyment of your wealth. You are surrounded by abundance that you've worked with to earn, and this is your moment for yourself to say yes. So now, I am also just like everyone else, and I constantly think of monetary abundance. But that's not it. I mean, yes, technically. But no, it's the abundance of love. Honestly, bro, the very fact that I'm willing to get my ass up first thing in the morning and drive an hour to sit in a haunted forest so I could sit through and sort through my childhood, this shows you I'm doing the work, alright? Don't think for a second I'm not trying. I'm here. I'm really showing up for myself. I'm really trying. Alright. Then you guys can judge me all you want. I'm weird, whatever. But I am actually extremely grateful. So like I said last time, I left a pack of cards as an offering. I'm trying not to end the video. I left a pack of cards as an offering. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Trees. Someone stole the pack of cards. And I know because I actually saw people sitting there. Like they saw me, and they wanted to see what I was doing. However, I'm actually pretty damn deep in this forest. I'm gonna go explore and hopefully not get lost, but I'm gonna go have me a personal adventure. Anyways, and I'm showing this specifically, and I'm thanking you, whoever. I really hope the spirit got to play with the doll, but when I set the doll down, I set her straight up. Like, I basically took her and set her in, it was like this little nook. Well, I came back, and to my respect, someone actually tucked her down in the hole. Either that or she just fell down naturally, but I don't think that's the case. So hopefully the spirit actually got to play with it and put it back, and that's now its safety hole, its little hiding spot. Either way, thank you. Thank you for not taking it and being respectful. I want to live in a state that has more trees. Honestly, someone said California recently. I think I want to go to California. I always thought Colorado. I've always wanted Colorado because of the trees and the cold and the... But I have been to California and I actually really liked it. Maybe it's time for a move. I'm going to do another video while I'm here. Maybe. We'll see. Like I said, I feel like it was kind of a waste coming out here for 40 minutes, but whatever. I guess that's it for this one. Hopefully I don't get lost.